You were having sex and the condom broke and you didn't realise, and now you're really stressing out about if you could be pregnant or what's going on. I really understand how worrying this could be for you. So do listen to my video and I'll help you out with some tips for the next few days. Hi, I'm Vicky from Oh My Mama Body. I really love helping you to understand your body so that you feel really confident in yourself again. If you're new to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and get even more useful videos and information to help you out. Now, I know you're really feeling stressed and worried at the moment because the condom broke during sex and now you really don't know if you're pregnant or not. Well, first of all, how many days is it until your next menstrual cycle, until your next period, until you bleed again? Now, if you can think back to when you could have been in your most fertile period, that would really help you right now. So how do you know when your fertile period was? Do you notice that you have egg white cervical mucus? So your discharge looks a bit like egg white once a month. This is when you're in your fertile zone, your fertile period. It's when you're ovulating. I've got a video about that, so do go and check that out afterwards as well. Now, during that time, if you have had egg white cervical mucus around that time when you had sex, then you could have been quite highly at risk of getting pregnant because that's when your egg is released and could get fertilized. So that egg, when it gets released, stays alive for around 24 hours. Now, the thing is with sperm can stay alive inside of you for up to 5 days. So it really depends when you've had sex. If it was before the fertile period and anything up to 5 days before, then there's a chance that there could have been sperm alive inside of you and could fertilize the egg. If it was after the ovulation, the fertile period, then it is much less risky. Okay, so that's really important to know, is when you are ovulating. And if you don't track that at the moment, then start tracking that right away. It's so important. You can get apps on your phone nowadays which will help you track your menstrual cycle. I've also got a video about the 5 natural signs of ovulation so that you really understand your body and can look out for those signs and know when it's your fertile window that you have to be really extra careful. Okay, so that's the first thing. So keep on listening, there's more help coming. Right, a really, really great thing for you to start to learn is how to track your cervix during your cycle. Your cervix is inside your vagina. It's the opening to your womb and it's like a mouth inside your vagina. Now, this changes throughout your cycle. It gets softer, it gets harder, it gets higher and it gets lower, depending on where you are in your cycle. Now, as your period is due or due to be arriving, your cervix starts to drop down inside your vagina and get slightly harder. Now, this is a really good sign that your period is coming. I have got another video that explains much more in detail about how to get used to checking the position of your cervix. I go and check that one out as well. So there's lots to learn about in this video. Okay, now that feeling of a slightly harder cervix is a feeling like the tip of your nose and it's inside of you. So you must make sure you've got very clean hands and check inside of you. So inside your vagina, there is a bit that hangs down like this and it has a mouth like an opening that opens up into your womb. And it's this part that drops up and down and gets harder and softer during your cycle. Now that is such a great natural sign of knowing if your period's coming or if you've conceived. Okay, so at this time, otherwise a pregnancy test isn't going to show if you're pregnant yet or not. If your period is not due yet, it's less likely that you are going to get a positive pregnancy test at this time if you have got pregnant. So look out for that natural sign, and also go and watch my video about 12 early signs of pregnancy. I had 7 pregnancies and I knew that I was pregnant each time. So go and watch that video, because I explain there the kind of symptoms I felt which were telltale symptoms of pregnancy before any test showed positive for me. Okay, now I know it's a hard time and you're stressing out. The best thing you can do really is not to panic, because you can't change things right now anyway. So go and learn those things that I talk about in my other videos. Check them for yourself, start tracking your cycle as well, and you'll get much more familiar with your body. And when you understand your body and your cycle, it's much easier to then time sex or be more careful around those times. Now, I know you can't help a split condom at all, so maybe you can think about whether you do want to have sex around that time when you're going to be fertile or not, if you're trying to avoid getting pregnant. However, it is normally the one time of the month then you really do want to be having sex, because your body is telling you, hey, I'm fertile now and I'm really in the mood. So you'll start noticing that as well as you get more familiar with your body. Now, let me know how you get on, and if your period comes or if it doesn't come, let me know what happens. So really wishing you all the best now in the next days up until when your period is due. If you do have any questions, then pop them down in the chat below and I'll happily help you and answer them. Take care and bye for now.